Welcome back to the Elden Ring Bestiary, and today we're talking about trolls. Although you'll find several different varieties of trolls in Elden Ring, they all have the same basic lore. They're the descendants of the fire giants. In fact, the game even at one point calls them lesser giants. And during the Golden Order's war against the giants, these trolls, or lesser giants, betrayed their kin in order to side with the Golden Order. For siding with the Golden Order, the trolls were gifted these golden swords, and although most of the trolls have lost their minds, many of them still cling to these golden swords as a memory of the past. In fact, during the war against the giants, some of these trolls, including Theodorix, who would later become a magma worm, were honored as champions and heroes by the Golden Order. Now, some trolls do still remember the ways of the fire giants. To the trolls, smithing was once a divine act because, as we know, the fire giants protect their massive forge. And in the troll's hammer, you can actually see the fell god's eye in the design. And this brings us to the different types of trolls. So after the War of the Giants, the trolls diversified, and they became all different types. The first types you'll encounter are the basic trolls. These are mostly in Limgrave, but they're found all over the map. These trolls do indeed still wield that golden sword, and they mostly serve Godric, but they serve a couple of other masters too. Then of course you have the Yeti trolls. They're basically the same as the normal trolls, but you only find them in mountaintops, and they have much snowier designs. Something worth noting about them is that they can cast the Flame Fall Upon Them incantation, a mysterious incantation known only to the fire giants. Then you have these strange frenzied trolls. They all wear cloaks on their backs, and they all can cast frenzy incantations at the player. They're very rare, found primarily in Yellow Onyx Cave, and one of them is in Mount Gelmir. As far as troll variations go, the Carian Night trolls have by far the most lore. They're the result of an ancient oath sworn between Renala and the trolls, which makes sense because the Sword of Night and Flame tells us that the astrologers on the mountaintops of the giants, which Renala once was, considered the fire giants their neighbors. So there was some kind of agreement between the giants and the astrologers, which explains why Renala was able to make a deal with the trolls, the lesser giants. When Renala called upon them to join her ranks at Raya Lucaria, they did, and they became Carian Knights who worked right alongside the human Carian Knights. Finally, you have these Stone Digger trolls. These trolls are interesting because they're only found in mines, and they wield the troll's hammer, which has the Flame of the Fell God design in it. Their bodies are made entirely of stone, and there's a note you can get in the game that says their heads have old battle scars. It seems that these are ancient trolls whose times in the mines have turned them to stone, which is a process we also see in the basic glintstone miners as well as the claymen in the Ul dynasty. The last troll I want to talk about is Iji, who serves the Carian royal family, specifically Rani, as war counselor. He also smiths and uses the hammer's troll with the Flame of the Fell God design. I'll add my thoughts about the trolls' stone embedded in their stomachs in the comments in the video, so look for that.